Hey everyone, today I got another great skillet recipe for the grill on the Cooking Everything Outdoors show. Gary House, the Outdoor Cook, Cooking Everything Outdoors show. I hope you try this at home. So the main thing is that you're going to need a 12-inch cast iron skillet for this recipe. It serves about 4 people. Let's go over the ingredients. Pretty simple. Start out with 2 large chicken breasts, which I have cubed up. We'll also need 1 can of cream of celery soup, about a pound of asparagus. Now these are the thin, tender ones. I cut the rough end off of it, and then I cut them in half again. 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, about 6 mushrooms, just sliced up, about a 1/4 inch thick. This here is lemon pepper seasoning. Now this is basically lemon pepper with some salt and a few other things added to it. If you don't have that, just use lemon pepper and add some salt to it. Make your own little batch. This is a 1½ teaspoons. And then I have ½ teaspoon of sage, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of black pepper. And about 4 chopped onions. These are the green onions. You know, cut the root off, cut the tip off. Included the greens and the whites. It's going to add some robust flavor to it. Now to prep things, we need to add our lemon pepper seasoning to our chicken. Get that all coated nicely. And then we need to mix our breadcrumb mixture up. And this is just the breadcrumbs, the salt, pepper, thyme, and sage. And I like to give the herbs here a little bit of a crumble and a crunch before I mix that all up. Once I've done that, to release some of the aromatics there, we just need to mix it up without getting it all on a tablecloth. Okay, so now I'm going to take my 12-inch skillet and I'm going to put it on my grate. Now you'll see how I have this set up. And basically it's like I'm cooking a pizza. I have a pizza ring of charcoal, but I also put about 6 coals right in the center. So get your skillet on there. Once you got your coals ready, we'll give it a cover and we're going to preheat this and get it nice and hot. Now I've preheated my grill. I put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in there just to make sure my chicken doesn't stick. There we go. And really, all I want to do is just brown up the outside of this. I don't want to cook it all the way through. Now that our chicken's browned up a little bit, it's time to start adding all the other ingredients. So wet or dry first, entirely up to you. I like to add the wet ingredients first, which is going to be our cream of celery, Then I'll be adding the milk in. So we can add our green onions. Our mushrooms. And our asparagus. Get all that blended up. So the final thing to do is to add our breadcrumbs. And I'm just going to put a light layer over the top of this. It's not a huge coating, but it just adds an interesting crunch. You could probably top this off with some butter also. But I find that this works just fine for me. It's going to absorb some of those flavors. It's going to all bake in. It's going to get nice and toasty on the top. We're going to be careful to keep an eye on it so we don't burn it. And then we're just going to cover this lid up, cover this grill up with our lid, and bake it. Now I'm going to say it's going to take about 15 or 20 minutes to get that chicken up to temp and that asparagus to soften up a little bit. So it's been about 15 minutes. Let's take a look and see how we did. Nice. Smells so good. Pretty much where we want it to be. And just smells so good. It's time to serve it up. Well, let's get a little bit of this on the plate. Well, there you have it. My chicken asparagus skillet. Okay, we're going to try a little bit. Boy, that lemon pepper just comes through so nicely, and it's blended with the onion. Got a little hint of the mushroom in there, and the asparagus, of course, is really nice as a flavor. Wow, the mushrooms are so good. Anyway, try this out. I think you'll really like it. It's great comfort food this time of year. And that's it, man. Until I see you next time. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cooking Everything Outdoors show. But without my sponsors, none of this would be possible. Camp Chef at OutdoorCooking.com and Island Grillstone at IslandGrillstone.com. They make all of this possible, and they're great companies, and they've got super good product and really good customer service. So please take a minute and go visit them, say thank you, and buy something. If you want to find out more about me, you can visit me on Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, iTunes, and of course, cooking-outdoors.com, where I'm always cooking up something new. This is Gary House, and I will see you when I see you.